Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is February 25th. The time is 8:49. The parole board is now in session. First off, we'll be at Riverbend for a revocation hearing. Mr. Alexander, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
MONTREL ALEXANDER, 590287.
Okay, would our staff here at headquarters introduce themselves?
Jason Thompson.
Okay, is there anybody there in the room with you, Mr. Alexander?
Sir,
Who's in the room with you?
Lieutenant Jonathan.
Okay, Lieutenant Johnson, thank you for hosting us today. On board with me today is Chairman Cheryl Renatza and Vice Chairman Mr. Steve Prater. So we're gonna get on with the hearing. Okay, Mr. Alexander, do you have a parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel? If you wanted counsel, you would have had to hire it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you want to proceed today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your case has been assigned to Mr. Prater, so he'll take over from here.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Alexander. How you doing today?
I'm all right.
Okay. we're here for a revocation hearing. When you get paroled, you agree to certain conditions, and then if we suspect that you have violated some of those conditions, we have a hearing, preliminary hearing, and then we come back and we have a final hearing before the board. That's why we're here today, and you're suspected of having violated 4 conditions of your parole. One is condition number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Number 2 says that you didn't report to your PO, your parole officer, like you were supposed to on April the 11th of 25. Did you fail to report to your parole officer?
She wasn't answering the phone, and when I tried to get in contact with her, they just said she wasn't in the office.
Okay, you never left your name or anything.
No, sir.
Okay, did they ever come to your house or your place of employment or anything?
No, sir. Not that I know of.
Okay, they would have left a card if you'd known, but you never had any contact with them.
No, no, sir. After I went and seen her the first time, after she came see me the first time, I never
Yeah.
seen her no more.
Did you know you're supposed to report every month?
Like when I paid, I went to report. That's about it. Every time I paid, I go report to her. That's about it.
And how many times did you pay?
I never missed the payment, sir.
So
Never.
you went every month, you went down there, but you just never saw her.
No, never seen her. I paid. I'm asking her, who's my parole officer? Where is she? They said she'll get in contact with you. Never did.
Okay. All right, let's move on to number 3, condition number 3. You moved from address without permission and you didn't get permission for your moving to your new address. Did that happen?
No, sir. I never moved. And when she sent the one for me saying that I moved, I was at the place where I paroled to. I never moved, sir.
Okay, so all that she just fabricated all that.
You could see the one when I come to jail. When she sent the one to my sister's house where I paroled to, that's where I got picked up at, sir.
Okay, let's move on to number 4. You were arrested on May the 2nd for attempted armed robbery. And during that attempted armed robbery, you're supposed to have fired a gun into the air. Another charge when you were arrested that same day was an armed robbery where a woman was beat, and she was beat so bad that she had to get staples put in her head. And you stole some cigarettes and an iPhone from her, and that you had a firearm with you the first time and a knife the second time. A firearm on the first armed robbery, attempted armed robbery. Did you do all that?
No, sir. I never had possession of any weapon, sir. Never had
Okay.
possession of any weapon. And I was
Okay.
working by the time.
Well, I mean, you weren't working 24 hours a day.
But like
I mean,
around the time they said it happened, I was at work and I had my manager that was at Wingstop to vouch for this.
are you telling me that your manager says you were at work that day at that time?
Yeah, around that time I had got my mother and my sister and them to contact her and see around that time, the time they were saying, and I was clocked in, sir.
None of that was in the police report at all. In fact, there was a little bit of a problem with Wingstop with the manager and what they were saying. They kind of thought you might be playing a game with them.
No, no, sir.
Okay. All right. Number 5, it says that you had possession of a gun, which you can't. Did
Never
you have a
got,
gun?
no, sir. I never got charged, never got caught with no weapon, with no gun at all.
Never
They
got caught. But that's
They
kind
never
of
got, like when they said was in possession of it, I never was in possession of a gun. When they come to my sister's house, I was standing in the front by her car. Never had a weapon on me, no gun,
you
no
just a
weapon at
victim
all,
of.
sir.
Sound like you're a victim of circumstances. What everybody telling stories on you. How does the case going on the armed robbery and the attempted armed robbery and the possession of a gun? Is that still in court?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you had any court cases on it yet?
They dropped two charges. They dropped an armed robbery, the attempted armed robbery, and the weapon and the gun, because I never had it. and I'm going to court right now for the other armed robbery and the battery.
Okay. So they dropped those cases? I didn't see that in the report.
Yeah, they said they dropped two of them, and then I'm I'm violating myself today.
Oh, okay.
I'm violating myself today, and they dismissing
Okay.
everything. Those,
Okay, so you're voluntarily violating yourself today.
yes, sir. I'm
So we
violating
don't
myself.
need, okay, Mr. Chairman, I'll turn it back to you then.
Okay, so you want to violate yourself today, so you don't have to admit what you've done, but you were involved in some type of criminal conduct?
Yes, sir. I'm violating today.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alexander, today your parole has been revoked, because you have, violated yourself. Thank you, sir, and good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Can I ask a question?
Real quickly, what you got?
I really don't know how much time I had left on parole.
I can tell you when you closed your date was, 11/25/35.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning. Okay,
Morning.
we're now at Bayou Dorchette. Today's date is 2/25, 2026. On the panel with me today is Ms. Cheryl Renatza and Mr. Steve Prater. Would staff at Bayou Dorchette introduce yourself?
It's Major Culpepper.
Okay, Major Culpepper. Anything you need to tell us about the subject?
No, sir, since he's been here, he's gotten 3 write-ups for fighting while he's here, and they all went to low court because he's not a DLC inmate at this time. He's still got a pending trial date coming up on 3/23 of 26.
Okay, and what's that trial? Okay.
Yeah.
For fighting. Okay. Aderius, can you state your name and DLC number for the record?
My name is ADERRIUS MITCHELL, 740599.
Okay, do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you realize they found you were ineligible for appointed counsel? If you wanted appointed counsel, you would have had to hire it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna read your violations and you can plead guilty or not guilty with or without a statement. And we'll go over them and ask questions as needed. I was assigned your case, so I'll be doing the leading. I will not engage in criminal activity, nor will I associate with people who are known to be involved in criminal activity. I will avoid bars and casinos. I will refrain from illegal use of drugs or alcohol. Specialist Herman read the violations. You committed the offense of possession with intent to distribute synthetic marijuana on or about May 6, 2025. You were arrested by the Minden Police Department. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
I'm a user. Judge.
Okay. So did you have drugs on you? It was just for your use?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you just had them packaged individually because that's how you was gonna use it. You had your amount set.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and number 10, I will pay supervision fees in amount set by the Louisiana Department of Corrections pursuant to the Louisiana Revised Statute. Payments are due the first day of each month. Specialist read you are $65 in arrears and the processing fee and $315 since being locked up. How you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Okay. All right, so tell me, what's going on with you? I mean, the drugs are what's getting you in all the trouble?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever been to treatment?
No,
Never been to any kind of treatment?
no, sir.
Any of my colleagues have any questions?
Yes, sir. I got one. It's
Okay.
free. I'm a little confused and you can almost buy that it was personal use, but you can't pay your fees, yet you had 6 little packages, individual packages of synthetic marijuana. But the thing that confuses me most is why a user would have scales in his pocket, weighing scales in his pocket. Is that to make sure you got an honest deal?
Yes, sir.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I've never seen that before. I worked drugs a long time, but I've never seen a buyer that was carrying scales. If they were just for their personal use.
I ain't have no money either, Mr. Prater.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
But what happened when you went to court on 1/21/26?
I'm still going to court on them charges right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Can I, ask for an executive session? Okay, got a vote for an executive session.
Steve Pradle,
Yes.
Sharon Nelson,
Yes.
Keith Freeman.
Yes. Just be a minute. We'll be right back. So just hold steady.
Yes.
Just hang out right here. They do this and then they'll come back.
Okay. Okay, the parole board's back in session. It's 9:12. The panel's ready to vote.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be voting first. It was my case. Mr. Mitchell, I find you in violation of condition number 4 by your admittance that you did have drugs, and number 5, my vote today is to revoke. Ms. Renatza?
Yes, I do concur. I find him also guilty of of violating condition number 4. So my vote is to revoke.
Mr. Prager?
Yes. Violation of condition 4. Revoke.
Okay. All right, Mr. Mitchell, today your parole has been revoked. We'll get paperwork to you saying when you can reapply. Good luck to you. We're closing out at Bayou Dorchet, 9:13.
Some papers for you to sign later, okay?
Okay, we're back in session now. We're at Iberia. With the staff at Iberia, please introduce yourself. Is there anybody in there with you?
Deputy Simpson.
Stephanie Sunset
Simpson.
Simpson. Okay, thank you for having us today. All right. Today we'll be having a revocation hearing on Lloyd Haggan. My name is Pete Freeman. I'm the acting chair. With me is Ms. Cheryl Renatza and Mr. Steve Prater. Mr. Haggan, would you state your name and DOC number?
Lloyd Haggan, Jr., DOC 502033.
Okay, let's see if that DOC number. Yep, that's it. Okay, Mr. Haggan, do you have a parole questionnaire with you?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, we're gonna put one on the screen. Tell me if that's your signature, okay? You see that paper?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature?
That's my signature.
Okay, Mr. Haggan, that paper says you're not available for appointed counsel. You ready to proceed today without counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Haggan, your case was assigned to who's that assigned to?
Mr. Prater.
Mr. Prater. Okay, Mr. Prater. So he's gonna take over and lead the questioning.
Hey, Mr. Haggan, how you doing?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm good. When you get out of jail on parole, you agree to certain conditions. We're here today to talk about two conditions that you are supposedly suspected of having violated. Number one, the first condition is number 4, which says that you'll refrain from any criminal activity. But we see here that you were arrested on May the 12th for entering and remaining, violating a protective order, and criminal mischief. And then about 6 months later, you pled guilty to violating a protective order and entering and remaining. Both of those misdemeanors is what you pled to, and you got 6 months.
Yes.
Tell me, is that true? And if it's true, what's the deal?
I pleaded guilty to that just to get it over with because it was a waste of time for me to argue with something that they had already dropped. So I was like, for my best interest, if they picked me up prior, the day before Christmas, let me out, and I didn't bond out, they let me out. The same person that they say had a restraining order against me came pick me up from work release, swiping her ID, her regular driver's license. So I'm like, it's nothing. So you saying violating protective order, you picked me up in Grove State at the store saying we were violating a protective order or whatever. You locked me up, but you let me out 3 days after Christmas. And I went before Judge Baptiste and he dropped a restraining order and a protective order. She signed the paper too. And then you pick me up and say that I was violating a protective order or being where I was not supposed to be. He picked me up from my uncle house walking down the street. You feel me? So I wasn't nowhere around her. So I seen them. I just went on and pleaded guilty to it just to get it out the way. Whatever they had going on, I was just saying, I ain't feel
Okay,
like
but you pled guilty to criminal conduct of violating a protective order, correct?
Yes, sir.
And entering and remaining, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you pled guilty to both of those, and both of those are criminal conduct.
Yes.
And I won't get into who the victim was or anything like that because you and I know who the victim was, and the rest of the panel knows who the victim was. And so we won't get into all that. So anyway, that's all the questions well, we got number 10. Do you owe any money? Back money
Yes.
from?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
$315 because I was in here, I couldn't pay it. And I talked to him, but at the same time, I was working a part-time job.
Okay.
And staying with my mom and them because the tree fell on my house. I can't really fix it.
I got you.
I was making like $153 every week.
$350 is not too much to be in arrears. And
No,
we're
that's
not
not
that
bad.
worried about that. But
And
anyway, that's all.
15, I
That's
think.
all the questions. That's all the questions that I have.
And Mr. Hagan, realize your expiration date is in October?
October,
Yeah, with the credit for the time you probably have served, you go probably, whatever happens today.
yes, sir.
Okay, all right, I have no questions.
No questions.
I'm prepared to
Right.
vote. No, my
Okay.
vote is that you did violate condition number 4 of your parole agreement in the fact that you committed to the entering and remaining and violating a protective order. And therefore, my vote is to revoke you on condition number 4.
Ms. Cheryl?
My vote also is to revoke based on the criminal activity, violating number 4.
And I concur. Today, your parole's been revoked, but like I say, you got an out date of 10/8. Once they put the time in that you've been in there, you'll get a new date. So your parole been revoked. Good luck to you, Mr. Hagan. Okay, parole board's called back in session. Time is 9:47. My name is Pete Freeman. I'm the acting chair today. Along my side is Ms. Cheryl Vernazza and Mr. Steve Prater. They're joining us remotely. We're here for the hearing now on Keon Antoine. Please state your name and DOC number for the record, Keon.
Keon Antoine, DOC number 464348.
Okay, and it's like she's walking out. So you're there by yourself?
No,
For,
he's
Yes,
not by
ma'am.
himself. I'm
What's your
here.
What's your name?
LITT.
Okay,
M
all right.
LITT.
Okay. Thank you for having us today. Do you have any comments you want to make about Mr. Antoine?
No, I don't have any comments. I didn't even know he was here. He's so quiet.
Okay, well, good. That's a good thing. All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, Keon, you're here today for a parole hearing. You are officially classified as a fourth felony offender. You were given a 20-year sentence. Your parole eligibility date was 7/9/22. You're not eligible for good time. Full term date is 7/6/32. You were arrested. The charges were carnal knowledge of a juvenile, revocation, new felony, and possession of cocaine. Does all that information sound correct?
yes, sir.
Okay. So first off, I want you to tell me what you did to get yourself put in jail, and why do you think we should let you out today?
Okay. I had some drugs on me, and I was stopped by the police, and they searched me and found some drugs. I was arrested and went to jail. I'm here today. I've been rehabilitated. I've been to the Steve Hall program. The board sent me there to complete the substance abuse course. I've completed that. I have all my certificates and everything. I've been reformed, and I think I deserve another chance at society.
Yeah, well, tell me about your other charge. Now tell me about the carnal knowledge. What was that about?
Okay, I apologize about that.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Well, me and my wife, we was went out and we had a family gathering, and we had some drinks and everything, and when we come back home, I passed out on the couch and everything in my boxes, and one thing led to another. She thought something had happened and went on. So the police was called out, and when they got to the bottom of it, they did access on a rape kit and everything. Everything came back negative, and it was just a big misunderstanding.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into some more questions about that in a minute. First off, let me introduce the people that are here to speak on your behalf.
Yes, sir.
Sandra Nelson, your mother, LaQuisha Antoine, your cousin, they here at headquarters. Dion Antoine, sister, your twin sister, she's here at headquarters. Gray Nelson, your father, he's here. Deju Mack, your niece, she's here. And Dwayne Murray. Mr. Murray, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Dwayne Murray. I'm an attorney for the family. I'm here to introduce each one of them, and each one of them are prepared to speak with you all and answer any questions you might have.
Okay, and you want to do your presentation at the end, or will you be giving one?
I'll do that again.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, so let's get started. First, Ms. Sandra Nelson.
Good morning. I'm Keon's mother. It's only to know I love him and I miss him. And time I've been talking to him, he in the Bible and stuff, he ready to come home and, he good, did what, he had to do and stuff. So I think he's ready to come.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Okay, Ms. Lakeisha Antoine?
Good morning, how you doing?
All right.
Keisha Antoine, I'm the cousin of Keon, more like work together. Coming up to two guys to about. I just want to say that I think Keon had did a tremendous change. I know sometimes y'all make mistakes. I think he had learned from this lesson, and we have everything situated. If he was to be released from prison, from housing and financial wise, our family all get together and help him in the process that he would be going through if he was released today. But I just want to take you on this issue, and I love you. I haven't seen you since I beat up in 2015. I lost my brother in 2019, so Keon is really the only boy we have in our family that's left, and we grew up as a close family. And like I said, I know we all do things and we can't turn it around, but I think we have learned from this.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. And Dion Antoine?
Good morning, I'm Dion Antoine, Keon's sister. And we just here to support him, but I know that every year, that we gotta give you support to make sure he's on the right track. He has to go on everything, like she said, information, we need United States. I mean, being incarcerated, we talk to him on the way to come home, we know he's into the Bible. And we just here to help him stay on the right track, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and Mr. Murray?
Chairman, I'm Dwayne Murray, and to members of the board, here on behalf of the Antoine family. First of all, I just want to say that after you can see the outpouring of support that he has from his family, that's that you at least consider that. There are others that wanted to be here today, but I think that would be a limited number of people that would be able to speak on his behalf. What the family has done, constantly whenever he calls, the phone is going from person to person, where they're talking constantly with him, and they're seeing great signs of maturity, understanding what has happened, things of that nature. In addition to that, they have worked with a gentleman by the name of Leonard Oakley, who works for Rock Staffing here in Baton Rouge, who's willing to work with him if he's released, while find that all the factors are there to help be able to get work in the plants around Baton Rouge. As you know, Rock Staffing provides staffing with various plants in the Baton Rouge area. I personally spoke with Mr. Oakley last evening. The family represented that to me, so that I could feel comfortable that in periods that work would be available to him, he would naturally to get straightforward. A location to live, there's a place for him to be able to reside with one of the family members, his uncle, Paul Antoine. That's what we call a mother-in-law suite that is adjacent in the rear of the home. And it's basically a separate building with kitchen, bedroom, a small living area that he would be able to live rent-free until he gets back on his feet and things of that nature. In addition to that, from the support that we have, being able to provide him with some type of employment as well as a place to live. We know that he's completed the sex offender program, which we thought was very important with respect to the charges that were associated with that, the drug abuse programs that he's going through. Hopefully that will help him in the long run. And at the end of the day, whatever conditions that you all would feel would be appropriate, certainly find that he is eligible for release at openly with no restrictions. And so we ask that you consider the factors of the file that you have before you, the conduct that displayed in the prison has been model behavior at this point, and we ask that you consider releasing him under whatever conditions the board seems appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Antoine, let's get back to you. Did you
Excuse me,
take
boy.
all phases of the sex offender treatment?
Yes, sir, I did.
And what did you learn in that treatment?
I learned everything. I learned 27 risk factors, anger management, mass substance abuse, living in balance, thinking for a change. It really helped me tremendously. It taught me things that I didn't know.
Okay, and I don't want to get into it real bad, but you still trying to say nothing happened?
Sir?
You still trying to say nothing happened with that little girl?
Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The report, this report is totally different, I can tell you. Okay,
board,
sir?
I have the captain here, and he said he want to speak on my behalf. The captain of the prison where I'm incarcerated at.
Yeah. I'm going to allow it, but actually he should not be able to speak because we've already had our number of speakers.
It's
Okay.
and that's fine.
Go ahead, Captain. Come on, Captain.
Okay. All right. All right. I apologize for violation and going over the amount of speakers. I just wanted to basically say I've been doing this 24 years. Keon, he's a model offender here. A lot of the guys call him Unc. They call him Big Brother. He makes no excuses for the reason he's in here. This facility houses about 600. Out of that 600, about 95% are sex offenders. And he stands out. He de-escalates a lot of situations that's going on here at the facility. I personally never had him in my DB court, never had any issues with him. And like I say, we all make mistakes. We all go through situations, but me doing this 24 years, I'm still one of those last believers that we're trying to rehabilitate and trying to put people back in a situation. I see a situation where it's definitely overcrowded. It's definitely a whole lot going on. And if we can get like-minded people like Mr. Keon that could really take acceptability for things they have done and are ready for another chance, it seems like his family's ready. He has a family support system that's going to keep him out there. I just want to speak on his behalf. And I greatly appreciate y'all for your time.
No problem. Appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Okay. Also, Keon, I do want to state we had no comment from the judge, the sentencing judge, the DA, First Assistant Tracy Barbera. Despite receiving the benefit of a very lenient plea bargain agreement, this offender was unable to refrain from criminal conduct. As a habitual offender, we believe he should serve more time before being released on parole. The Sid Gotro, the sheriff, had no comment. The chief of police is opposed. Liz Morrow, the attorney general, is opposed. So I just want to state that for the record. Let's talk about your criminal history. I mean, you have a heck of a criminal history. Tell me about the back in 2001. What was that? Accessory after the fact for second-degree murder. You recall what happened there?
That was something that had transpired. I think we was at a bar or something, and that whole ordeal was somebody mistaking me for somebody else, and I was incarcerated for a while for that, and the person came forward and everything on the behalf of that, and we had gotten that straightened out, and that was dismissed.
Okay, what about the second-degree murder attempted in 2005 with a dangerous weapon?
Yeah, that's the same one.
That's the same one?
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, sir.
And you were found violating a protective order and some domestic abuse. What was that with your wife or what?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any contact with your wife?
No, sir.
Do you have any children?
Yes, sir.
You have any contact with your children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how often do you talk to your children?
Every day.
Okay. How old are they?
22.
Okay, they
He's
didn't
20.
want to come today?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, he don't like to see me like this, so he
Okay, I get,
just kind of shies away.
okay. Also want to note for the record that on your static 99, you scored a 2, which is a moderate risk for a sex offender. You have a great disciplinary history, have not seen no write-ups at all, it doesn't seem like. What other class you took that you think was the best helped you to get out, that to prepare you for release?
The living in balance and that sex offender course and thinking for a change.
Okay,
I
tell
ain't
me
gonna
about
lie.
thinking for a change. Tell me about it.
Well, that class, that was awesome. We did like a lot of role play and talked about different situations, um like if you encounter certain obstacles, how would you go about handling the situation and de-escalating certain situations and things like that.
Okay. All right. Tell me this, why you had a problem on supervision? I see you were revoked a couple times.
Well, to be honest with you, I was going through that phase of having a hard head, to be totally honest with you.
Okay. You were totally honest. All right. I have no further questions. Do my colleagues have any questions?
Do. Mr. Antoine, I hear
Yes.
you say that the sex offender treatment was meaningful for you. However, you still insist that nothing happened. There was no sex offense that occurred. And so tell me how I can reconcile that. And then why did you plead guilty to a sex offense if nothing happened?
Okay, the reason why I pleaded guilty to it because I didn't want to sit in jail and be incarcerated because the time frame I could have sat from anywhere from 3 to 5 years. So they came at me with a plea deal, and I took it to get out of prison because I didn't want to be in prison. And the fact still remains, nothing happened. You know, they did a rape kit, everything came back negative. My niece had told the arresting officer nothing happened. The people that they took her to for the rape kit and all that, she told them my uncle didn't do me anything. This was a misunderstanding. My wife was mad and upset with me because, like I said, we had a family together. When we got back to the house, a female called my phone that had the wrong number. She assumed that it was somebody for me. And I was trying to plead my case like, hey, it's somebody, she said she had the wrong number. I don't know
Well,
who it was.
I don't want to get into those details, but the
Right.
details I see in the record, the account by the 10-year-old or 11-year-old, whatever she was, is in pretty great detail. And that's not something I think a 10 or 11-year-old can make up. So tell me about my record show. You said you did Living in Balance, but I show that you went to the Steve Hall program for a while.
Yes, ma'am. I did a
Did you
year there.
finish it?
Yes, ma'am. I completed it.
How many phases?
4 phases.
Okay. My record shows only one. I wasn't sure about that. That's all I got, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Prater, you have anything?
What about am I reading this wrong about a 2022 arrest?
A 2022 arrest?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, that's incorrect. I've been incarcerated almost 11 years now.
Okay, I thought so. I thought maybe it
Yes,
had
sir.
something to do with while you were in jail or something, but
No.
okay. All right, I just wanted to clear that up because it definitely says that in the report.
Yeah.
I think I could clear it up. When you was arrested on 7/14/2015, they had taken contraband to and from a penal institution. That's that charge, isn't it?
No, I've never had no contraband.
Got arrested for taking contraband to and from a penal institution, intent to produce, manufacture, distribute vegetable chemical substances. That's not you?
No, sir.
Okay.
And I guess
I
the
don't know,
next
man.
one,
That's some type of error or something. I don't know nothing about that.
it's on your rap sheet, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll get your attorney to look into that because that's on your rap sheet. And okay, all right. Panel ready to vote?
Yes.
Mr. Prater? You ready to vote, Mr. Prater? Because I'm gonna go and vote.
Ready. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna vote first since I had your case. Mr. Antoine,
Yes, sir.
you're terrific in prison, and I hate to say it, but you're terrible outside of prison. Your record is unbelievably long with a lot of violence. You wasn't good on supervision. You got a plea bargain, which didn't work out. So due to criminal history and law enforcement opposition, my vote is to deny. Mr. Prater?
Concur.
Ms. Renatson?
My vote today also is to deny. You failed probation, and there's strong opposition in the record, plus past criminal history. So today my vote is to deny.
Good luck to you, Mr. Keon. Today you've been denied. We're closing out at TENSAS at 10:09.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. Good morning. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the acting chair today. Along with me is Ms. Cheryl Renatza and Mr. Steve Prater. We are now at DeSoto Parish Prison. Time is 10:16. Mr. Perry, would you state your name and DOC number?
Yes, sir. Tyrone Perry, 295698.
Okay, and officer that's in there with you, would you state your name, please, ma'am?
Deputy Carson.
Okay, do you have any comments you want to make on the inmate?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, do you have a questionnaire in front of you, Mr. Perry?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, you realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel?
I have my own counsel, but the parole officer that came to get me to sign to have this revocation hearing, she didn't allow me to inform my parole, my attorney to be here present with me today. And I didn't know what day this would happen either. I was trying to get my appointed counsel in this matter here in DeSoto, here at this hearing with the evidence to vindicate me, and it was like I was not allowed to do that.
Is he a hired counsel?
Yes, sir.
So he's paid counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you want to continue this hearing and get in touch with him and we'll give you a new date? Or do you
yes,
want
yes, I would like that. Plus, I have some evidence to give to y'all today. If I could, for the verify what I was doing for the last 4.5 years since I've been released from prison. I've been doing everything I was supposed to do.
Okay, but if we have the hearing, we want to know all of that. But do you want to wait for your counsel that you hired?
Yes, sir. I would like that. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to move that we continue this hearing to another date and give him the opportunity to serve his counsel.
I appreciate that.
Okay, you'll be continued. We'll try to get you reset up real quickly and you can notify your counsel.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man.
So I don't have to do nothing?
You should be ready for it.
So when it come on, I ain't gonna have to do nothing. Excuse me. I ain't gonna have to do nothing when they start talking.
All right, turn your microphone on for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's wrong.
Who's that?
Wrong.
Ms. Roberts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're waiting to get your attorney on, so we're gonna go to another hearing. Y'all don't log out. We're gonna come right back to y'all as soon as we get your attorney on.
Okay.
Make sure that the deputy knows that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll be back to you in a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning. Ready? Okay, you're on mute. Can you hear me? You're on mute.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
got it. Right. Okay, we're here today for the revocation hearing of Briar Lightsey.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lightsey, would you state your name and DOC number for the record?
Briar Lightsey, DOC number 719514.
Okay, and is there any staff in there with you?
No, sir, they're outside of the door.
That's okay, okay. And do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
No, sir.
Okay, we're gonna put it up on the screen. Tell us if that's your signature. Is that, do you remember that form?
Yes, sir.
That's your signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that means you're not eligible for appointed counsel. You want move forward today without appointed counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Lightly, I'm gonna read the violations and you are to plead guilty or not guilty with or without a statement, okay? So first one was, I will not engage in any criminal activity, nor will I associate with people who are known to be involved in criminal activity. I will avoid bars and casinos. I will refrain from illegal use of drugs and alcohol. Agent Patrick Riser testified that on 7/27/2025, Morehouse Parish Sheriff Corporal Tyler Rochelle was dispatched to 5825 Morgan Road, Bastrop, Louisiana, in reference to buyer Lightsey causing a disturbance in which Lightsey cut his own arm with a knife. Deputies arrived at the listed address and located the subject inside the residence, screaming at his girlfriend, Brandy Walker. Deputies were able to separate all parties for questioning. Deputy observed Lightly had bandages on his left arm as well as a small amount of blood inside the residence. Lightly was read his rights per Amanda. Prior to any questioning on the incident, Lightly informed deputies he was in a verbal altercation with Brandy and he fell on the porch, causing his injuries. Patrick was dispatched to the scene to assist with Lightly's injuries. Deputies then spoke with Brandy Walker, girlfriend, and Steve Lowry, grandfather, on the incident. Walker stated, he got mad at me because I would not run him to town for more dope. Both Walker and Lowry advised at the time Lightly went to the kitchen area to retrieve a knife and cut himself 2 times on his left arm, consistent with what deputies observed. Walker and Lowry advised a short time after assisting Lightly in bandaging his arm, he began irate again, grabbing the same knife and putting it to the throat of Steve Lowry while stating, I'll effing kill you. Deputies located the black handle kitchen knife in the living room area. The knife was secured and logged into evidence, and you were read your Miranda rights. So how do you plead to that charge?
I actually have the victim in my case, and well, actually both of them are supposed to be on the Zoom, and to give a statement on the way that
We have your grandfather's on Zoom, but tell me what happened. What went down?
Okay, so I did cut myself, but I never put a knife to his throat or threatened to kill him or anything like that. My grandfather actually went to the DA's office and put in a drop slip and everything. And I was in the process of I got it dropped down to a misdemeanor. And I would have taken it to trial and tried to do the drop slip and all that, but I was pushed for time because I only got a 6-month grace period. But I went to Ochsner's probably 3 weeks before, and they put me on all type of like Xanax, Adderall. I mean, not Adderall, but Vyvanse and some other antidepressant. And I was taking all those together, and I wasn't supposed to be. And I normally don't behave like that. I'm not a violent person. I don't have any prior violent charges. I think all that was they tried to beat the charges up to try to hold me because they asked me was I on probation or parole. My grandfather just wanted it to be a family disturbance and for me to get transported off of the property for the time being. My son's been in the NICU for 6 months and I was clinically depressed is what Ochsner's told me. He died a couple times and they had to bag him and I was just going through a real tough time right there.
Okay. And all right, how about condition number 5? I shall not have in my possession and control any firearms or dangerous weapons. As stated previously, they said you had a knife. You trying to say you did cut yourself, but you never threatened?
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you're $724 behind on your supervision fees. How do you plead to that charge?
I actually tried to pay that money after I got arrested and found out that I was 700 in the rear, and I could actually pay it now. I mean, if it would help me any.
Okay, tell you what, let's go on and hear from, Mr. Steve Lowry, grandfather.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Lowry, tell me what went on? What's the deal?
Yeah, Briar was, like I say, I believe the medicine may have had him messed up. He really, like he told you, he never threatened me with a knife. I was just grabbed him trying to stop him from cutting himself again. And it was a completely different knife. It's not the way that it was another knife that was in the kitchen, a little kitchen knife. It wasn't the same knife. And it was, anyway, he never threatened to cut me. I was just trying to stop him from cutting himself. The only one that really got the worst assault was Briar, and maybe we got everything was so exciting and around here at that time. Maybe we said something we shouldn't have said. I don't know. But as far as what he threatening me to hurt me, he didn't do that. And I'd like to see him get out where he could help me. I'm getting older, and his mama's getting older. Help me here around the house. Someone, I have nobody to help me. She works part time. I mean, full time at the school in the cafeteria, and I got polio and heart condition and stuff, and plus he got little kids. I'd like for him to see, while they're small.
Okay.
But there was never no assault against me. Maybe verbal, if you want to say something like verbal.
Right, okay. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Lowry. And Miss Walker, she didn't want to appear today.
Sir?
Your girlfriend, are y'all still talking to each other?
Yes, sir. She said that she was going to try to be on here, but she had to be at work, and I thought I would be on here a little earlier than what I was.
Okay. Where does she work?
Well, she did 3 job interviews yesterday, and she's going back today to another one. It's a fast food chain. I believe either Taco Bell or somewhere.
Okay. Were you working prior to your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how long were you out on supervision before this happened?
About 3.5, 4 years.
And this was your first violation of any kind?
Yes, sir.
You never received any technical violations where you had to do jail time?
No, sir.
All right. And tell me about the drug problem. You got a drug problem?
I wouldn't say I got a drug problem. They sold it's like a CBD thing in the store that just calms your nerves, and that's what I was doing prior to going to Ochsner's. I checked myself into Ochsner's because I knew I had something, like I just didn't feel right with everything going on with my son. He was at Texas Children's Hospital. I got it approved to go and see him while he was there. We didn't think he was going to make it. He got life flighted, and they were constantly bagging him. And then when I got to the hospital and seen him hooked up to all of these machines, it just really messed with my head. They were sticking tubes down his throat and pulling them back out, and I wasn't right. And I went to Ochsner's, and they said that I was clinically depressed.
Yeah, how's he today?
He's pulled through everything, and I feel like a complete idiot for the way that I acted, because I didn't know the outcome was going to be this. I just knew what they were saying then in the moment, and I just feel crazy because now I'm missing out.
I got you.
On time that I could be enjoying.
Okay. All right. I have no further questions. My colleagues have any questions?
So, Briar, you said you were prescribed medication by Ochsner's for the depression, different types of medicine. Why'd you take it all at once? Why didn't you take it as it was prescribed?
Well, I mean, I was taking it as what I thought was as prescribed. Like they gave me a bunch of sheets, but I mean, while I was in the hospital and they were getting it all in my system, they were pretty much just giving it to me as, you know, as they seen fit, I guess. And when I get home, I mean, they gave me a rundown of how to take my medicine. And I mean, one was
Yeah,
in the
but you said
morning.
earlier you wasn't taking it like you were supposed to. You were taking it all of it, is what you
Yeah,
said.
well, two were in the morning and one was in the evening. And I mean, I don't know. Some days I would take it and some days I wouldn't take it. It wasn't like I was just taking it all at once.
Are you on medication now?
No, ma'am.
So you finished all of that?
Yeah, I don't even believe that I needed the medicine that they gave me. Like I think better without it. It was just something to
Right.
suppress me, I think.
So in the reports that we saw, it was you got mad because somebody wouldn't run you to town to get more dope. Explain that statement.
That was just a store bought. That wasn't like
That's
a
the
street.
CBD you were talking about?
Yes, ma'am. That's not a street drug that I was taking. I was trying to go to town to buy something that you buy at the store.
Well, why'd you get mad? Because they couldn't take you.
I mean, I wasn't really mad. That wasn't really what made me mad. I wasn't mad at that.
Well, what
That
were
was
you
just
mad at?
that was part of it. I was trying to get a cool off. You know what I'm saying? Like not necessarily go just for that, but like just to cool off a little bit.
Yeah. I'm saying all that to say I'm concerned about your ability to deal with stress. You know, I'm
Yes, ma'am.
sorry that your son went through whatever he went through. I'm so glad that he's doing well. But, you know, we all have stressors. We all have to deal with stuff. And you didn't do that well at all. And you got kind of violent, even though I understand, you know, your grandfather said maybe you were verbally abusive to those who were there. You were physically abusive to yourself. That's a little concerning for me.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
speak to that?
Um, I mean, I actually think that it was all, this wasn't something that just, okay, this situation happened. This was a span of the first 6 months of his life. He was in ICU. We had six
Mhm.
other kids. I'm just a man. I'm used to going and working and providing for my family and being there in times where it's, you know, when they get out of school, there for the brushing hair and the feeding everybody and clothing everybody. And, you know, that's a woman is a strong being. I got to admit that. And I wasn't prepared for all that. So all of this I was having to deal with while she was at the hospital with him.
So is it Brandy that's the mother?
Yes, ma'am.
And she's the mother of all 6 children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have no other questions, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, panel ready to vote?
Mhm.
Okay.
Let me ask a couple of questions.
Okay,
I
go
am,
ahead.
I am really concerned with I mean, your grandfather said some things today, but he's also said some things in the past where he was concerned that you were using drugs again.
Yes,
And
sir.
that you had requested to be dropped off in a high drug part of town, that he was scared you were going to hurt yourself or someone else. I think so have you ever been involved with illegal drugs?
I mean, I've smoked marijuana before.
Well, what I'm saying is I think it
Sir?
feels like we're being asked to buy a load of manure here as far as your drug usage goes. There's just too many things points to you being involved in some clandestine drug usage that you're not admitting to us about.
Yes, sir. I mean, I use marijuana, and I mean, I've taken prescription drugs, but they were prescribed to me. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I haven't done marijuana and prescription drugs, but as far as the time that we're talking about, the time frame we're talking about, it was prescribed to me. It was, and I shouldn't have been taking it. It was prescribed. poorly and bad, and I don't think I needed it. But I would be willing to do drug tests, or I mean whatever I need to do. I'm not opposed to a more strict supervision, or or
Okay, you ready, Mr. Prater?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, it's time to vote. This is this is a tough one. What you been in jail, 8 months now?
Yes, sir.
Did plead to the aggravated assault, which we can revoke you just on that. There was criminal conduct. My vote today is going to be to reprimand and add the special condition that you get a mental health and substance abuse evaluation, and that you be placed on electronic monitoring for 6 months with a curfew of 9 to 6. That's my vote. Ms. Renata?
I will agree with that. The reprimand, and add that you have to do whatever that evaluation, whatever that service provider recommends you do in terms of mental health and substance abuse. You do what they say. If they say you need medication, you're to take it as prescribed. If they say you need substance treatment for a substance abuse problem, you got to do it. You got to complete it.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And Mr. Prater?
Well, my vote would be to revoke. I think we're being manipulated. I think he's, for his own benefit, needs to be housed in DOC facility, go to a long-term drug abuse evaluation and treatment program. But that's just my vote, and I understand it just takes two votes on the revocation. So anyway, that's my vote.
Okay, Mr. Barr, Mr. Lightsey, we putting a stake on you, I'm gonna tell you. You're getting one heck of a break here. So I would like to tell you is that, today the vote is 2-1 not to revoke. Special condition, mental health and substance abuse eval, follow any recommendation, and electronic monitoring, 9 to 6 curfew for the first 6 months. If you need to go to the hospital to see a kid or something, let your probation officer know. And if your job interferes with those hours, then they can be adjusted. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
good
sir.
luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, we are now going to Claiborne Parish Detention Center. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the acting chairman for the day. Along with me is Ms. Renatza and Mr. Prater. We're now going to hear the case on Robert COSEY. Mr. COSEY, state your name and DOC number for the record. You're on mute, Mr. COSEY. You can get somebody to help you.
Yes, sir. Robert Earl COSEY Jr., 3320-79.
Okay, Mr. COSEY, we're here today for a parole hearing. I'm gonna put a little information into the record. You are a second felony offender. You had a parole date of 9/27/23. You have an adjusted good time date of 9/28/33 and a full term date of 3/27/2034. You were sentenced to 21 years for the crime of manslaughter. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there the staff at Claiborne? Are y'all there?
Well, I have she's coming.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Carmen Nixon, transition specialist.
Okay, Ms. Nixon, do you have anything that you would like to state about Mr. COSEY?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for hosting. Okay, Mr. COSEY, you also have here to speak on your behalf, Mr. Ahmad Turner, your nephew.
Yes, sir.
Omar James, your nephew.
Yes,
and
sir.
Morgan Bradford. Would you introduce yourself for the record?
Yes, Mr. Freeman. My name is Morgan Bradford. I'm an attorney and I represent Mr. COSEY.
Okay, and you wish to speak last, I would take it?
Yes, sir, I would.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right, Mr. COSEY, your case has been assigned to Ms. Renatza, so I'm going to turn it over to her.
Thank you. Can we ask Ms. Nixon if she can adjust that camera slightly? I just see this part of Mr. COSEY's head.
She's coming.
Okay, thank you. If you could adjust it down. Yes, that's so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. COSEY.
Good morning.
How are you
How are you?
today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Mr. COSEY, how old are you, sir?
58,
And how long you been in jail?
almost 13 years.
Okay. Would you tell us why you're in jail? We want to hear from you. We want you to tell us, why you're in jail, what got you there, and why do you believe we should vote favorably for you today? Then we'll hear from your nephews, and then we'll hear from your attorney before we'll have some more questions, specific questions for you after your attorney presentation. So why don't you tell us why you're there?
Well, I was at the house on a Good Friday, and it was a big misunderstanding, and one thing led to another, and I end up, shooting the dude, and I end up in here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have some specific questions for you in a few minutes. Could we hear then from, let's hear from Mr. Turner first. You're still on mute, sir.
Am I off now?
Yep. Yep, we can hear you.
I just want to say good morning. And I want to say that as a person that a military vet and I work in corrections, I want to say that I know what discipline and being reintegrated back into society and public safety is. And I don't want to diminish this process or anything. And the growth I seen from my uncle, it's been a great process and a great journey for him. And I feel like he's about there to get reintegrated back in society, because I can just see it in him. It's something totally different. He's seen me grow, I've seen him grow. And I see a different man now than from almost 13 years ago. So I pray for him every day, and I know he's growing. And I know today, whatever outcome comes, I believe he's gonna grow regardless, no matter what happens today. And that's just what I want to say today.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your remarks from the heart. Thank you. Mr. James,
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
good morning.
All right. My name is Omar James. I'm Robert Cozy's eldest nephew. My mom is his older sister. I spent a lot of time with him over the years. Just want to know I'm here to support him. I want to acknowledge the seriousness of his offense, first of all, and the pain I know that he caused. Nothing can undo the past, and our family does not take that lightly. But over the years, just like my younger cousin, I've seen the growth in him, maturity in him. He's taken responsibility for his actions and has worked to better himself while being incarcerated. He's done some reentry to society classes. He's continually expressed remorse for his crime to me and confidence. If granted parole, I'm sure I can guarantee that he'll have a stable support system. I'm a business owner. I service about 28 municipal contracts throughout the city of Baton Rouge, have gainful employment for him, and I would be an integral part in his successful reentry to society and integrating him and being committed to stay crime-free and just become a better person every day and on a positive path.
Well, good. Thank you for those remarks. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate your input. Ms. Bradford, could we hear from you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I believe Mr. Omar stole some of my thunder, but he covered some really important topics. I mean, I can speak from my perspective. He definitely has family support, more than one member of his family. I mean, having two nephews here today is one thing, but I know that there are others who aren't even present today that have been down a long road with him. I believe, his disciplinary history within DOC is pretty clean. Recidivism obviously reduces as age increases. He's lived some life experiences. It's my understanding. I think that there was one other class that he wanted to try to get, but because of DOC, we don't do a lot of geographical transfers anymore, especially for things like that I think he wasn't able to complete one that he, was eligible for, I believe, and recommended for. We understand that, that's not necessarily how DOC works. They can't accommodate everyone in that sense, but he's certainly been willing to do anything that he's had the opportunity to do as far as rehabilitation. He does have stable housing, the ability to work. He's got the skills and also people that can make him a contributing member to society. And we just believe that he has exhibited all of the criteria for someone who would be eligible and be a successful parolee.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate your presentation as well. So, Mr. Cozy, you mentioned, I forget exactly how you said it, but the incident involved you killing a dude. Who was that dude?
That was my wife's first cousin.
And how did that come about? How did that altercation happen?
Well, it was me and my father-in-law. We was passing words, and I had left
You
out
and
the
your
house.
father-in-law, you said?
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
I was really going to the cooler to get a water bottle out there, get in my truck and leave. But he came and me and him passed words, and it was like, this is a big guy, you know what I'm saying? He's like twice my size, and by him coming at me, and I'm asking him not to walk up on me, he kind of scared me. And when he jumped at me, the gun went off and I shot him.
So it all started with an argument with your wife, you say?
My father-in-law.
But he was trying to intervene in a situation between you and your wife.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So tell me about the program. Your attorney mentioned there was a program that you really would have liked to take. What is that?
Well, when I left Allen said, well, the classes I was taking over there, they was gonna put me in the re-entry program and the pre-release program, but they didn't have that here. And by me taking the other classes at Minden, that's why I would have to go back to, but Minden, after I graduated, Minden sent me back over here. Instead of keeping me over there to complete those 2 classes, they sent me back over here. And over here, they didn't have those classes. And there wasn't no kind of way I could just get them to send me back over there. So I had to,
So you said it's the pre-release class that you were interested in?
Yes, ma'am. I had to, I had already started the pre-release at Allen. I was like 3 weeks in that class already. And they said, well, whenever you get where you're going, they're going to put you back in the class, but they never put me back in it.
So that's the one your attorney was referring to?
Yes, ma'am.
So what other programs have you completed?
Well, I completed the anger management, substance abuse, Mass 1, Mass 2. It's a couple of more I can't think of, but it's like 6 classes. It's like 6 classes that I completed.
Yeah, because I think the only one I saw in your record, I'm trying to get to that page, was let's see. You did the Steve Hoyle program.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that was
in
like
2020. Well, I say Steve Hoyle, substance abuse treatment program. I guess you did that in Minden.
yes, ma'am. It was like six classes.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't really see a whole lot more than that. But you say there was other classes you completed. You get certificates for them.
No, ma'am. I didn't because I had left from Allen.
So you didn't get to finish them because you moved.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the record is correct in that the Steve Hoyle program is the only one you really finished.
Yes, ma'am.
What'd you get out of that?
Well, I learned how to control my temper and not to let what someone say dictate my actions. And I take full responsibilities for my actions. And I really been studying the Bible and reading and praying and hoping that everything work out for me here so I can get back to my family and serve the Lord and go to work, take care of my moms, because my mom's like 79 years old and she done had 2 back surgeries since I've been in here. And I just trying to get back so I can, you know what I'm saying, take care of my moms.
Well, in that program, were there any victim awareness classes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I took that one too.
What'd you get out of that?
Well, that was learning how to have self-control and how to maintain your composure.
What about victim impact? That's what I'm trying to get at. What kind of impact who is your victim?
Cedric Diggs.
What do you think it did to his family?
Well, I know it hurt his family as well as it hurt mine. It's, and like, if I could change it, I would. It'd be a whole different, you know what I'm saying, a whole different, but ain't nothing I could do but just, just hope the family forgive me for what happened. Understand that, humans make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Just a mistake that was made.
Well, there is a lot of opposition to early release for you. Some of it is from law enforcement based on your violent arrest history. We mentioned, I think earlier, that you are a second offender, and your first offense was a crime of violence as well, attempted second-degree murder. There is some opposition from the victim's family, understandably so. The Attorney General's office is opposed. What would you say to them if you could speak to them?
I would like to tell them I'm sorry for what happened, and I would hope they would accept my apology. I'm very sorry for what happened.
What would be your plan for release?
Well,
We heard about your employment opportunity with your nephew.
going to work and taking, like I said, going to work, taking care of my mother, and going to church and making sure I stay, you know what I'm saying, stay out the way of trouble
Where would you live?
with my mom
Where's that?
in Port Allen.
She's Miss Carter is her name.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that where you were living when all this happened?
No, ma'am. I was living in Perryville.
What about your alcohol use and abuse?
Oh, that's over. That's over. That's history. I don't even
When's
think
the
about
last time you had a drink?
that. 13 years ago.
When all this happened?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna sit back and listen to my colleagues. Mr. Chairman, I have no other questions at this time.
Okay, Mr. Prater, do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. Was this a plea bargain that you pled to?
Sir?
Did you plead to a lesser charge? Because originally you were charged with second-degree murder. Did you take a plea bargain?
No, sir. That's what it was dropped down to.
Yes, you pled down to manslaughter.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Okay. Tell me about the violations that you had in 2018 and 2019. Once you were arrested, you had 2 serious violations each year.
In 2018 and 2019.
Yes, sir. Schedule B violations.
I was locked up 2017, 2018.
Yes, sir. It was while you were in jail. You had, it says you had Schedule B violations, 2 of them in 2018 and 2 of them in 2019.
Schedule violation. What you mean by that?
Night court write-ups.
Write-up. You had them for aggravated disobedience, being in an unauthorized area, contraband, fighting.
Oh no, all those was thrown out. Those was bad write-ups. They throw those out.
You just thrown out.
Yeah, those was bad write-ups. Because what they say about the unauthorized area, the guy that they said had wrote me up, he did not write me up. Another guy had wrote me up and put his name on there and gave it to him to bring to me. And he said he never wrote me up. He never said I was in no unauthorized area.
One of these is a theft. I remember that, reading about it. I believe.
Yeah, 22 was a theft. That was in 2018. Lost 8 weeks canteen, which you took.
8 weeks canteen. I don't know what that was. I would think some seasoning or something, but I didn't get 18 weeks canteen.
8.
That was only like 2 or 3 weeks canteen. I never had a 18 week canteen restriction.
Okay, we're just trying to get to the bottom of your write-ups.
Yeah, I never had an 18-week restriction.
What about your contraband? In 2020, what was the contraband?
I never got caught with no contraband. I don't know where that come up at. I never got caught with no contraband.
You get in an aggravated fight in 2020?
In 2020. Now, 2020, the aggravated fight. But that's probably when it was about 6 or 7 of us went to the blocks. It wasn't a fight. We was horse playing, and we wasn't supposed to be horse playing, and they thought we was fighting, so they had wrote it up as fight, and they took us all to the blocks, but they let us all come back to the same dome. Yeah, that was just a misunderstanding there. They thought we was fighting because they had called in, and when they came in, they seen we wasn't fighting. We was just horse playing.
And you don't remember the contraband?
No, sir. I don't remember no contraband.
Okay. Mr. Prater, you have anything else for the?
So let me ask you, want to get to the bottom of your violent nature and what's causing your violent nature, why you hurt people. Let's go back to the other second degree murder, the attempted second degree murder that you pled to. Tell me about that.
What, the very first time I got incarcerated?
Yes, the first attempted murder.
I was crowded. I was beat up real bad. Yeah, the first time I was beat up real bad. I had my chip bone in my nose and my eye socket was messed up. Yeah, I was beat up real bad. That what made me retaliate with that. They had really hurt me that time.
But did you retaliate at the time or a few days later?
Like a few days later.
Did you shoot him?
But at that time, I couldn't retaliate right then because I was in so much pain and I was hurt so bad.
So you shot him later?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you take a plea bargain on that deal?
No, sir. No, that's what the judge had gave me. The judge gave me 3 5s and he ran them together.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
I don't have any other questions. Mr. Renazzo, you ready to vote?
Yes. Mr. Cozy, I'm very impressed by what I've heard from your family.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, that they're all very supportive, but I'm also very concerned about your violent history.
Yeah, that's over with them.
Well, I know you tell me that, and I think that I
No.
see some of that in your prison record, but I'm concerned a little bit about what they've talked about in your conduct record, and I'm not ready today to grant you parole. I think you do need some more classes, and I'm going to ask that you be moved to a facility that provides those classes because you say there's nothing there for you. You need some victim impact training. You need some anger management, and I don't think you have the pre-release that you need. So my vote today is going to be to deny and ask that you be moved to a facility that affords you those opportunities.
Okay, well, I had took anger management was one of the classes that I took.
It won't hurt you to take it again.
Yeah, let's finish voting and then we'll talk about it. Mr. Prater?
I concur with Mr. Renazzo.
I also concur. I think you have a great support system, and with a little more time, I think you will be a good candidate. But right now, violent history and victim op and law enforcement opposition. So today, your parole was denied. We will get you moved to a place where you can take some of those classes that Ms. Renata stated. So we're signing out at 11:25 from Claiborne.
May I speak with Mr. Freeman just briefly whenever we finish?
Hello, can anybody see me?
Okay, the Pro Board's called back to session. It's 11:32. My name is Pete Freeman. I'm the acting chair. Along with me is Ms. Renatza and Mr. Prater. We're now here for the revocation hearing on Timmy Bonner. Mr. Bonner, please state your name and DOC number for the record. Oh, you're on mute.
Yes.
Okay, name and DOC number.
380459.
380459. Okay. Mr. Bonner, you're here today for a revocation hearing. Do you have a parole board questionnaire with you?
Yes, I think so. I see a guy in the left corner.
No, I'm talking about a paper that you signed regarding whether you're eligible for an attorney.
Oh, yes, I got that paper, but I don't have it with me.
Okay, well, there it is. Is that your signature at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, you realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel today. If you wanted counsel, you'd have to hire it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you want to still proceed with your hearing today without counsel?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Bonner, your case was assigned to Ms. Renatza, so she'll be leading the questioning.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Bonner, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Yes, sir. You hear me now?
Yeah, it's just you way in the background. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. I don't know how to.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So you're here for revocation, as Mr. Freeman said. So I'm going to read the allegations against you. I want you to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. And then we're going to, you can tell us, if you have something to tell us. And then we're going to hear from the parole officer. And I'll probably have some more questions for you after that. So you ready?
Yes.
All right, so you're accused of violating condition number 4, and that violation reads, you were involved in criminal activity, which led to your arrest April 1st, 2025 by Natchitoches Sheriff's Office for the offense possession of a firearm by a convicted felon in domestic abuse battery. On January 22nd, 26, you pled to the amended charge of domestic abuse battery. How do you plead to violating condition number 4?
Well, I was going to go to trial on it, hoping they would have dismissed the charge because I didn't do nothing. She wrote an affidavit and everything stating that I had done them, but they said since the prior convictions or whatever that I had to take something. They wasn't just gonna let me go scot-free.
So my question is, how do you plead to violating that condition of being involved in criminal activity?
Guilty, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Condition number 5, which has to do with possession of a firearm, it states you were in possession of a firearm April 1st, 2025.
No, ma'am.
Not guilty?
Yes, not guilty.
Okay. And then lastly, condition 10, which has to do with your fees. Were you behind on your fees?
Yes, ma'am, due to my health problem.
Okay. This says you were, let's see, $567 in behind at that time.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about the altercation. What happened?
Well, I was in my house. I was cooking fish on my stove, and she come in late, and I told her that I don't feel like arguing, and she kicked the stove and ran outside and called the police, and for them to come help her get her stuff out of my house or whatever. And next thing I know, they come back, they searched the house, and she said that it was a gun in my possession or whatever, but it wasn't, and I didn't know that a gun was even in the house besides a pellet gun. And they said they found a 22 rifle or something, but
A shotgun and a 22 rifle that was kept in the hole in the ceiling.
I didn't see none of that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no knowledge of that either.
And this is Kimberly Rhodes you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your relationship with Miss Rhodes now?
Well, nothing now.
Okay.
We decided to separate because it wasn't going to work out.
How long you been in jail on this?
Since April 1st last year.
April 1st, because that's when it all happened. Okay. So almost a year.
Yes, ma'am.
10 months.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll tell you what, let's hear from, I'm sorry, I don't have your name. I'd like to hear from the parole officer, please.
Mr. Michelle McLaurin or Michael McLaurin?
Michael Aaron.
Michael Aaron. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. What is there anything you can add to the conversation?
No, ma'am. My main thing was I want to make sure the board is aware of his conviction of the domestic abuse battery. he was billed with, I just had it pulled up. They didn't bill him as convicted of the firearm. They billed him with domestic abuse, aggravated assault, from the looks of it. So, and then he pled to domestic abuse battery. So that's the main thing I wanted to make the board aware of, that new conviction, which y'all apparently already knew.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate you being here. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much. So, Mr. Bonner, you pled guilty in court to being involved in criminal activity. When you pled to the domestic abuse battery, that's pleading to the criminal activity. Is there anything else you want to say to us?
They wasn't gonna let me go unless I pled.
Well, you have rights, but you pled, and there's nothing I can do about that.
Back in August of last year, they offered 6 months for disturbing the peace. So I rejected it, which on my behalf, because I didn't do nothing. And they kept throwing the court date out and out and out up into January, and they decided they was gonna just make me plea or keep me in here. So, which I was thinking that maybe if I go ahead on and plea, that the misdemeanor of domestic abuse battery, they give me 6 months parish jail time. I would have thought maybe that, I mean, that I could have seen some daylight on getting out. I mean, I need to go to the doctor, and I had surgery on my neck, and I got lupus. I go to the doctor once a month. I take an IV infusion for my blood, cleaning my blood, and I had my C3 through C7 in my neck, back of my vertebrae removed, and put rods in my neck, and I have pinched nerve. I am not even able to do nothing for myself in here. Not let alone I didn't strike her though. I didn't hurt her. I didn't even touch her. And that's the truth. And I've been praying, hoping that God put it on y'all hearts to let me go today. I mean, that's all I can ask for.
When did you go to court? Oh, January. You went to court in January. What was your sentence?
It was domestic abuse battery, 6 months parish time. I've already done that since it was up to September last year. So all this time here, I mean, I really, really need some sympathy now or whatever to let y'all know that I have changed my heart, and I've been praying, and I'm gonna give my life to God, because the way I was living, it's not gonna work, and I'm already in bad shape. I ain't able to do nothing for myself no more. I mean,
Were you working at the time this happened?
no, ma'am. I've been down since 2021. I filed for disability. Uh, I went to prison another time, and I got me some lawyers now on my Medicaid or whatever. They working on the disability case. I had
Good.
just about, I guess, got it, but since I've been here, they denied it again. So I still have the lawyers and stuff from my Medicaid to just go back and refile, and they gonna grant it. Cause I mean, I worked from 1999 all the way up to 2021. That's when I had to quit working. So I got 20 years of working. I mean, I had been to jail, prison, but I managed. I hadn't stayed in there over the years, and all that time I collected enough quarters every year to pay in enough taxes and stuff. So
For Social Security and
yes,
Medicare?
yes, and they was gonna grant it, but it's just the time of the doctors and the lawyers and the state meet up together and uh, get the paperwork in order. But the neurosurgeon said that they was going to grant it, and my dermatologist for rheumatoid arthritis, they was going to sign off on it. So it was just a matter of time right then to get it approved. But this here had to happen, and
Yeah.
I'm
Well, you
sorry.
say you didn't do anything. Why would she say you did?
When she said that me and her was gonna get into it if she come back without the police to get her stuff out. And
So you wouldn't let her get her stuff?
no, I didn't have no idea she wanted to leave. She had said, I mean, she left, But I didn't know she was coming back to get her stuff out. I thought she was going to blow smoke off, and come back. So next thing I know, the police was coming up in the yard, shining light through the front door, telling me to come outside with my hands up. So,
All right.
that's the truth.
Okay. Well, I'll sit back and listen to my colleagues to see if there's anything they want to ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have no questions, Mr. Prater.
Okay, it was your house, correct? And you didn't know there were two long guns hidden in the ceiling?
Back on mute.
Back on mute.
Okay, go ahead.
We can hear you now.
You got to speak up, please.
No, sir. I know I had two pellet guns there. I talked to the PO. They said I could have those two pellet guns, but that was it. I mean, if I'd have known that two guns was in the house, they would have charged me with it due to the fact of my background. I mean, I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know.
Who else lived in the house?
Sir?
Who else lived in the house?
She did. It was a
Right.
house for my mom. It was a house for my mom and dad. They died, and I kept the house or whatever. So I'm the CO of it.
Okay.
I didn't know there was no gun in the attic. I didn't have no reason to go in the attic.
But your girlfriend knew right away where the guns were.
I guess it might have been hers. It had to be hers because when I got out from prison,
And you mentioned your history.
Yes, background.
And so I'm not gonna go over your history because I don't even know what your previous charges are. I do know what you're on parole for.
Yes. Yeah, I took
And what are you on parole for?
Well, I was going to court for a misdemeanor charge, and my walking stick had a sword in it, and I went through the metal detectors, and when I got up to plead not guilty to the charge, the jelly asked me to let me see the cane, and he unscrewed it open, and there was a sword in it. But they ordered me out of jail to get the surgery on my neck.
Right, you had a sword on you.
It was made inside the cane.
Right,
I didn't have no knowledge of that.
But that was a second offense, wasn't it?
No. Second offense of what? Illegal
Carrying a weapon.
Yeah, that was illegal carrying a weapon. Yeah.
And now this deal comes up with guns in the attic.
Well, if I'd have known it was in there, they would have stuck me with that charge due to the fact that I had those other charges. And I mean,
Yeah, but you took a plea bargain, didn't you?
Yes, the 6 months parish
Right.
jail time.
Could that have had something to do with why they didn't charge you with the guns?
No. I don't see why. I mean, I don't see why. If it was in
Okay,
my
I don't have any
possession.
other question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is the panel ready to vote?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Renata?
Mr. Bonner, I hear what you're saying. I'm sympathetic to your medical issues and your health challenges, but the record does not corroborate what you're saying. My vote today, based on the evidence that I see before me, is to revoke your parole.
Mr. Prater?
I concur.
And I also concur, Mr. Bonner. I do want you to know that you have a good time date in less than a year. So they'll be refiguring your time. So today your parole has been revoked.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, we're calling the Pro Board back to order. My name is Pete Freeman. We have, along with me is Ms. Renata and Mr. Prater. We're still at Natchitoches Parish Detention Center. We're here now for the revocation hearing on Sammy Pottain. Is that how you say your name, Mr. Pottain? Okay. Can you hear me now, Mr. Pottain?
Okay. There we go.
You
He's
hear?
off of mute.
They'll get you when they get you. Shut that.
Hey, can you hear us?
They're doing that. So. That means they're talking to someone else, okay? It should
No.
work, because when that thing, see how it's red, that should when it's working. But
Retrial widgets are on the way.
what?
It said
You're
widgets
having
on
trouble
the
with
way.
the widgets or have what are some, here's some steps. Retry. Okay. Okay, should be okay. You hear it?
You hear me?
I don't know if he's talking to
I'm
you.
hearing the correctional facility.
They may
I
not be
am too,
talking to you.
but
Sometimes they're not.
he can hear
We'll
us.
see in a minute if it talks to you or not.
You need to call.
If he says he's acting like he, sometimes they want to hear you and sometimes they mute you.
We're gonna call
They
you.
muted you.
Tell her we're gonna
Let's
call
see.
you.
It should be unmuted. You're unmuted. You're not, your audio should be on. Audio is on.
Yeah.
Says the host has opened.
See, it was
Person.
on 0. I turned it on.
Yeah, push it. If there's a way to
Can you
do
hear
it.
us, Sammy?
Oh, there it is. Go see if it'll go up.
Huh?
Ain't nothing
Can
to
you hear
do.
us?
No,
No.
you got it on 0, huh?
Right
Well,
now.
no.
Can you hear something?
Can you hear anything? Can you hear anything?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
What you just got off of it?
This. We'll see if we find it, if it gets, but it shouldn't be us, I don't think, because it looks like it's unmuted. It's not muted. Volumes. Let me see right there. It should be on. Look, it's all the way on. Our volume's on. He doesn't hear you, does he? Host has opened the. They may be doing it, they may be having you like where you can't talk. Sometimes they mute you. Please wait to be assigned, see? They might be muting you. When they're ready, they'll talk to you.
I think they're trying
We are talking to you.
I don't think it's on my side. You think it's on ours? You hear something? I heard something. You didn't hear that? Unless it's up there. For the host opened the rooms, please wait. That's wait.
She can't hear them.
They can't hear. I know, but we are not muted. They're muted. Ask her that, just check again to see, because we're not muted on our side.
On.
Y'all do realize he's past his expiration.
Oh, yeah. But that's because he's still there,
Right.
I guess.
This one and this, because a while ago it was, there, it should, see if you hear them. Did she hear you anything? My background audio.
We can hear you.
It should be fine. Yeah, our side shows it's fine.
Let me see. The host has opened the rooms. Please wait to be assigned.
Maybe they need their volume up.
Yeah, this is all I know to do right here, and it's showing it's good. Let me see. Let me find out, but yeah, I don't know if this one does anything. You know what? Let me get another headphones. Just in case.
Ah, there you go.
We did already. It's all the way up. But let me try different headphones. Maybe the headphones.
They come already ready.
Yeah, we don't even need the headphone.
Yeah, we don't need the headphones.
You be doing whatever it's on.
We can
We
hear
hear her
her.
fine.
But then I went on my log.
Just a minute.
I'm not taking the time I could have.
What might I eat for lunch?
Chicken fried
Chicken fried steak, liver, bacon.
Let's try this one.
Oh
and
my
see if it'll work.
goodness.
Something wrong with this. I don't know.
Here.
Why was this? It's gonna have to go in there though. Huh? That's we're gonna have to redo
Or
it.
maybe
and put
he
a
needs the
different one in.
headphones to hear.
This is the one that's
what
that. Try a different kind, just in case. Let's see if that one works. Let me try that. You hear anything?
Can you hear
The
us?
same thing.
No? Can't hear
Anything?
us.
I just ate two of them in the bowl of cereal.
Nothing?
We're hearing you fine.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Still nothing?
I can hear you, Pete.
Yeah. They can all hear each other except for
Change the box.
yeah, they could try to do something. Yeah.
Well,
All right, can you hear us now?
Okay, he on mute. All you have to get off mute.
Oh, you got to get off mute. Everything else is good. Mute. Okay, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, we're here now for a revocation hearing at Natchitoches Parish Detention Center. Time is 12:02.
I rather come to
Jim? Yeah, I can hear you. Just tell everybody else, let's be quiet.
Let me shut the door. Let me shut the door real quick.
Okay, we're ready to get started now.
I'm ready.
All right, we're here for the revocation hearing on Mr. Sammy Pottain.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Pottain,
You got it back
please
on?
state
How
your
did you
name.
just get on?
It's working.
Okay, you can hear?
Yeah.
Okay, state your name and DLC number.
My name's Sammy Pottain. I'm not sure my DOC number. I think
523756. Does that sound familiar? 5, what'd you say, 523? Mm-hmm. 756. Oh. I ain't for sure. Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right. Well, you're here today for a revocation hearing. Do you have your questionnaire with you? A paperwork about whether you can have an attorney or not? Have that with you? No, sir. Okay, we're gonna put it on the screen. Tell me if that's your signature. Is that your signature? Yeah. Is that your signature? Yeah, that's my name. I don't know if I don't remember signing it though. Okay, well, that's to decide if you're eligible for appointed counsel. Yeah, I'd ask for one. You would ask for counsel? I'd ask for one, and they ain't give me now. Okay, can you read and write? Yeah. Okay, can you understand the charges that are against you? Oh, yeah. Okay. You got people there that can speak on your behalf. So the paper says you're ineligible for appointing. Got it right. All right. Have you been treated for mental illness in the past 5 years? Yes, sir. I have a paper right here with the drug with the that I'm being treated with I've been taking Remeron and hydroxyzine for the last 7-8 months. I've been getting treated with that. So you do understand the charge against you. Do you want to speak on your own behalf? Yeah, I'm trying to see why they said you weren't eligible for appointed counsel. I don't know. They had got me to sign. He had told me to sign the paper. He didn't even let me see it. He just got me to sign my name, but I told him I wanted appointed counsel. Okay. Yeah, I told him I needed one. And then I got the paperwork. He said I admitted to the charges what they put on me, but I ain't do none of that stuff. What they got me charged with.
Mr. Pottain, are you currently taking mental health medication?
Ma'am, I got the paper right here.
That's what you're talking about? That's the mental health meds, medication?
Remeron and hydroxyzine.
Well, based on that, Mr. Freeman, he perhaps should have appointed counsel.
Yeah, you should. You deserve appointed counsel. So we're gonna continue the hearing, and you'll get reserved and be appointed a counsel. Okay. All right. So we can't do it today because you do need counsel. All right. Okay, we'll be back with you. We're going to continue it. Now we're going to close out at Natchitoches Parish at 12:07. All right.